Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action on Magic the Gathering Arena in the Explorer format, best of 3, as I usually enjoy. Usually that's pretty much what it is, trying to be as competitive as I possibly can with my favorite way to play dinosaurs, but there is some decks that are not my favorite to face. However, Damping Sphere right behind me here, and Tranquil Frillback as well. Lovely art on Tranquil Frillback there is going to help my dinosaur deck, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a dinosaur deck that you use those cards in, of course. It's not like they require synergy of that specific creature type. Paulo, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Everything is great with me, better and better and better, just continuing to do the thing I love with great people all around. Hopefully work is going well for you. Man, we're gonna bring the pain to some opponents. I mentioned in the Discord, which if you haven't joined already, take a second to do so if you're interested. Link is in the description. But my oh my, I said I was changing things up from the list I had posted last night, and yeah, Marauding Raptor, Otepec Huntmaster back. Now, why is that? I think that's kind of the bigger change to the Damping Sphere and Tranquil Frillback. We'll get into that in a second. But Marauding Raptor, 4 copies of this. That is the 4 Railway Brawlers, which are in the side. Railway Brawler is pretty much the best thing to help power up this deck. Good evening, Keith. How's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. All is well with everybody watching right now. Later on, hopefully you had a good day or evening or night. Even if you didn't, it's going to go good tonight, here, right now. But yeah, Railway Brawler. They're pretty much the best thing to help my stuff be bigger and better, and kind of like card advantage. If you have a big creature and you put counters on it equal to its power, it's like you have 2 of that big creature. In a sense, it's a little bit like card advantage, but using Marauding Raptor now, it gets even better. If Marauding and Railway Brawler are part of the package that's put onto the battlefield with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, the namesake of Stampede Dinos. Say it's 2 Regisaur Alphas. Easy to picture. So 4 dinosaurs were put out. Marauding Raptor is going to ping both Regisaur Alphas, both tokens. And when Marauding Raptor pings a creature, if it's a dinosaur, it gets +2/+0. So it's hit 4 dinos, it goes to 10 power. But that's all stacked above Railway Brawler's enter the battlefield effect, or whenever another creature enters. So it goes down to Railway Brawler, and Marauding is pinged, temporarily sitting at 10 power. It gets 10 tokens. 10 +10/+10. It's pretty insane. It's pretty easy to trade with the Marauding Raptor, but now it's swinging as a 2013. I really do need to get Trample on it if this scenario happens, but like I said, it's not like a Railway Brawler makes my thing happen more, better. It is nice to have reach. It just makes everybody better. Marauding Raptor could be big, can help me play things more, just lovely. It helps get to Ghalta. That's what I'm getting at. And stacking the cost reduction, I must admit, I have had a few instances like the old cases where with all this mana, even with 1 cost reduction, I'm able to play multiple creatures. 2 Sunken Citadels, the classic package as it is now, 4 mana, each adding 2 for a land with an activated ability. And then you pop off with Castle Garenbrig, 3 lands in total, 6 mana, sprinkle in a few other lands. Maybe the game has gone on a little bit, as it sometimes does. And you have Marauding Raptor out, reducing Regisaur Alpha to 4 and Vaultborn Tyrant to 6. That might sound like quite a bit to pay for. It certainly is for most decks. That's only 10. 2 Sunkens and Castle gets me to 6. 3 lands, getting me to 6 mana, and I only need 4 more, and well, it sometimes happens that I'm super flooded. I can't play multiple creatures in a turn, but I can play Marauding, and it pings the Regisaur if I play it, getting up to 6 power. Vaultborn, oh, it's lovely stuff. I would play Vaultborn first, just to get its trigger when it enters, and then Regisaur entering would trigger Vaultborn to draw a card and gain 3 life. And yeah, don't do anything that doesn't directly help, that might directly help grab stuff. Nurturing Bristleback, that's also what I'm getting at. 2 copies of Nurturing Bristleback. With the Forest Cycle ability, I can discard it to search my library for a land with the forest type. Put it into my hand. That's pretty good. You know, it helps to fix mana if I'm in white. I'm not really in white anymore because I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. See if this felt a little bit better. But Nurturing Bristleback just puts the land in my hand. It's not like it actually gets me ahead. It just gets me another land drop. This gets me ahead. Could be better aggression, you know, surprising the opponent. They sweep. On the following turn, I'm able to make 6 mana, which means I could go Marauding Raptor plus Regisaur Alpha. That is a total of 6 right there. Marauding for 2, reducing Regisaur Alpha to 4, and that right there would just be absolutely deadly, where Marauding Raptor would have been either 2 Smuggler Surprise or 2 Nurturing Bristleback. I wouldn't have been doing that if it was anything other than this. That's what I'm getting at. Oh, so lovely. And Otepec Huntmaster. Make my stuff come down faster, attack more. It leads to more damage on the opponent because you get a swing with possibly the Carnage Tyrant, which is just lovely, lovely stuff. However, there's going to be a few windows, and I do have to mention it. I suspect we're going to run into it. I'm going to play a creature on turn 2. I could, but then I don't have a play for turn 3. But I do expect the opponent has removal. This could be Izzet Phoenix, Mono Black Waste Not, Fatal Push, Fiery Impulse. If it's not going to really benefit me on the very following turn, I'll just hold the creature back, and I might just continue to hold Marauding Raptor back until it is part of the package put onto the battlefield with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. We're going to have to see about that. If I don't need it, just do this, and then I have another creature that's big that has pinged all the dinos that were barfed, and now I'm supercharging with the acceleration. If the opponent kills this stuff, as I'm sure they will, that's fine. I'm used to not having these, so if they do stick around, it's just better than it was before. And otherwise, the sideboard is pretty much the same. I guess we should get to the thumbnail's sake. Tranquil Frillback and Damping Sphere. This stops lands from tapping for more than 1 mana, and it instead makes them produce a colorless, which is lovely stuff. Mono Green Devotion, see you later. Izzet Phoenix, I don't need a whole lot of help against it, but I might as well bring it in. And that is a good point. Izzet Phoenix specifically has a lot of removal, for sure. The Fiery Impulse, the Lightning Axe, other stuff. You get the idea. Marauding Raptor and Otepec Huntmaster are basically guaranteed to die. Yeah, not good. Huntmaster can come out at the very least. Damping Sphere comes in. This was doing nothing. It was not going to last against Izzet Phoenix. It just allows me to hose that deck even more. Oh, it's deadly stuff. And we get, well, it's kind of like High Noon. Basically, we slow down the opponent, and if the opponent is going slower, we're going to get him. Yes, Victor. I missed him, and this might be the right idea. I think I will. Absolutely. I don't need any more ramp. I might even cut down to 19, as sometimes I often find flooded, even with 20. I know you would not expect it. Perhaps it is a little bit of a bias. I focus and remember on those painful moments of drawing more lands, and then I think, I have 20. This shouldn't happen. But it could always happen. There is always a chance of those fringe outlier scenarios. Nah. But now we're supercharged, bigger, better, faster. If the early creatures die, doesn't matter because I didn't have them. I'm used to not having them. Pretty simple, straightforward, deadly. Just aiming to be a little bit faster. The main inspiration for adding in Otepec Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor, caring about Dinosaurs specifically, it was facing off against some aggro tonight, which was rough. There were multiple instances when I was facing these aggro decks where I was just one turn too slow. I could have done my thing, Vaultborn Tyrant, Ghalta, gain a bunch of life, kill him in one hit. And it just didn't happen, sadly. Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't happen more here, now. Boom, keep. 100%. Yeah. We don't have a third source of green for Archdruid's Charm. We will grab a Castle Garenbrig off of Sylvan Scrying, but maybe if for some reason Marauding Raptor feels okay to use. Okay, well, we've got Rakdos colors, black and red, so you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to do a thing that is probably going to get killed. We're probably going to go with Sylvan Scrying, unless Thoughtseize. Get rid of Marauding. Do it. They're going to get rid of Sylvan if they know what they're doing. Oh my goodness, they goofed up. Oh, they have another Thoughtseize.
But you can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed?
The good old classic, starting the stream off with back-to-back turn 2 Thoughtseize. Grixis colors now is going to be a little bit painful. Nothing I haven't persevered through before. Siphon Insight. Look at the top 2 cards of target opponent's library. I've faced it before, but exile one of them face down and then they can play the card, and yeah, they get a card for me to play. Chances are the card they grab is going to be pretty expensive, so I think they could be held off of playing it for a few turns. Well, that's a little rough, certainly. That Sylvan Scrying would have been nice. I love Topiary Stomper. Nothing against it, really. Well, it would be pretty fantastic. Topiary Stomper is 4 power, so it does trigger Vaultborn Tyrant's ability. Oh, good. Nicol Bolas. Well, I'll trim Regisaur Alpha. Phew, good. They're mostly tapped out. We got the Archdruid's Charm fired up, ready to go. Like I was thinking, if I got a land, I would go Archdruids, which would grab me Castle Garenbrig, and I'm about to get to Carnage Tyrant anyways, so I would be skipping over Regisaur Alpha, as you're about to see. If you had a nickel for every bolus, a penny for your bolus. Oh boy. Oh, shoot, shucks. Oh, they're at 6 mana. Now, Nicol Bolas, the Ravager, has that potential to transform itself, the ability becoming Nicol Bolas the Arisen. Oh, that's pretty bad and scary. Now, the question becomes, what do I want to play? I think we just, we go with Vaultborn Tyrant. Let's do it. Get some card draw. I could have hit the opponent for 8, but I still feel like Tyrranax Rex would have gone. They might have Sheoldred's Edict. I hope they do. It would be nice to get a copy of Vaultborn Tyrant to do it. Oh! I don't know, I just instinctively pressed it. That was pretty cool to predict. Oh my goodness, we got that too. The opponent is dead. If I can make sure I have 3 left. No, I can't have 3 left. I have to do something that means I have enough mana for Archdruids. We search for Ghalta. If they can't kill us next turn, they're dead. Play Marauding Raptor to draw stuff out. That's really what I'm looking to do. They only have 2 cards in hand. Let's see. Are they dead? I think so. As long as they don't have a counter spell. 3 steps ahead would be very problematic. Interesting. It's rough stuff. Pretty costly to counter something. 1 and 2 blue. Actually, they don't have 2 blue. They can't. Good. So they want to deal 2 damage. They must have something else that deals A little bit. Wait till they use up the mana. Again, I want to protect the potential. Is it charm? Huh. That is something. Oh, I forgot to search for that. Never mind. I forgot to search for... I was so excited. I thought they were going to do something with their mana. We're good. We're okay. I hope. Yikes.
Dang! Oh!
Nobody saw anything. Yeah, I would say so. Sweep me. Do anything. I don't care. Oh boy. A three Tyrranax Rex in hand. I know it's nice that I don't even have to grab Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Oh, the Vaultborn just to top it off, let's do it.
Ruthless aggression.
That's what you get. That is ultimate karma, I must say. And I think, yeah, Thunderwolf, that was awesome. But you gotta admit, most of you would say, the opponent went Thoughtseize twice on turn 2. Revenge. Absolute revenge. But do I want to do much of anything? Like I was mentioning against the Izzet Phoenix matchup, and I have to assume against Grixis, black, blue, and red, they're going to have a bunch of removal that would take out Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor. Leyline time, 100%. Although it is nice, Keith, I must admit, whenever you persevere against a deck with those discarding spells. But yeah, Leyline in, boom, easy, peasy. Keep Marauding. Yeah, we'll do Marauding Raptor. Keep in mind, they do have Prismari Command. It deals 2 damage. That can't take out Marauding with 3 toughness, and neither can Izzet Charm. Otepec Huntmaster is very, very dangerous. Well, it's not going to live. There's a better chance of Marauding living if I have to choose between the two, and I think I'll keep Marauding in. I want to keep that sort of acceleration and aggression going. Well, that's perfect. 2 Sunkens. Sylvan, yeah. It's all the mana I'll ever need. There you go. Pretty straightforward. Sylvan to grab Castle. I have the 2 Sunkens, like I mentioned. 2 Sunkens plus Castle, 6 mana, and oh boy. Oh boy, what you gonna do? Wonder if they have any Thoughtseizes. That's okay. We're going to do some good stuff. Get rid of my Carnage Tyrant. Oh, shucks. I wish I had more in the deck. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what you get. That's what you get. I don't know. Now, we're not playing Marauding Raptor. We know we're not playing Marauding Raptor. But I do need a forest. Karplusan Forest is not a forest. Castle Garenbrig will still enter the battlefield tapped, even with this forest that isn't a forest on the battlefield. So, Sunken Citadel next turn, like I mentioned, Marauding would just die. Could have been the second Sunken, but I wanted to go with Castle Garenbrig, grab it. I kind of like that. We'll test the waters. We'll see what they do. A counterspell, that sort of thing. We got lots of goodies. But it is a little unfortunate. If this was a forest-type land, any forest-type land, we would be able to go with Tyrranax Rex coming up. That's okay. Marauding, surviving the turn, going to the opponent. Oh, Fatal Push. Oh, no, okay. Huh. I like this. Well, we don't need another Marauding, that's for sure. Regisaur Alpha, which I could play. Huh. You know what? I'm going to play it. I'm going to kill him. And I'm going to hope they don't have Fatal Push. It is a potential with that treasure. I don't think they have it. I'm pretty sure they don't. Marauding being a 6-3, threatening Nicol Bolas. How amazing is that? Man, I have missed these scenarios. What are you going to do? Take 6? I don't think too many people are going to take 6. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Even if Marauding Raptor or Otepec Huntmaster draws out a Shieldred Zedic, that could be a very real possibility. I'd be fine with that. Would they have a counterspell? I think they might. So we're going to play something that can't be countered. They have all their mana up. I'm almost certain that's a possibility. Yeah, you can't counter it. You can try, but it will just fizzle. I like this. Yeah, absolutely leyline time. I don't know if I would have brought in, well, hard to say. It is a lot of discard stuff. It's not like it's the overwhelming theme of the deck, but it's still putting in the work. I have to figure it's putting in the work. The opponent having Carnage Tyrant, though, well, and getting Vaultborn, that's rough. Certainly. Marauding. Might as well play it, you know. Can't hurt. Or we draw the counterspell that I was... Oh, that's not a counterspell. That's pain and suffering. Well, we're not attacking, that's for sure. I just hope the opponent doesn't transform Valky into Vaultborn Tyrant that they stole. It is unfortunate that Valky still gets to steal something of them. I hate it. That's sometimes just how it goes. Even with myself having hexproof. Oh, hopefully no counterspell. Don't do it. Oh boy. Oh, good. Oh, phew. Got some life, got some card draw. I love it. And we still don't attack. We'll get there. If Carnage Tyrant attacks, we trade with, well, Vaultborn, boom. Good to go. Oh, I'd like a good Palani's Hatcher. Now, Marauding Raptor is going to ping Palani's and the eggs. We won't get to crack an egg, but Marauding will be quite big to pressure the opponent here, which I think is going to be pretty sweet. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's partly the reason why I shifted away from Marauding, because I didn't like this specific thing happening. Okay. What you got? They must have something up their sleeve. If they had something, they would have... That's a little bit of a goof on the opponent. If they had not let it go to combat, if they had killed Palani's Hatcher before combat, I wouldn't have been able to... Well, I would have still been able to attack. Never mind. Those creatures were out already. We're good. Oh! Oh, that's pretty. I like this. That's okay. Whew. I don't know. I think they're going to have a tough time coming back. I have to imagine we're probably drawing some other big dinosaur coming up. There's a very good chance with... Yeah, that's... I'll take 6. Don't care. Ooh, ooh.
You won! You did it!
Bazinga!
Well, that's a good, interesting way to start tonight. Hopefully it continues a little bit. Oh man, I had 25 minutes. We'll still go for, yeah. Yeah, Bolus, get lost. Bowl on out of here. Maybe Nicol Bolas is so mad because when he was a kid, he got a bowl cut from his dragon mum because they didn't have much money, and now he was going to be evil and get money and power and never have to listen to anybody again. Yeah. I gave them a taste of their own medicine. A little bit. I always loved that. That kind of a deck hurts opponents a little bit too much. Some people feeling completely helpless, stealing all your cards, everything is sacrificed. So whenever I get that opportunity, the wins feel even sweeter, and that feels like a hand to keep. 2 lands for Sylvan Huntmaster, which we may hold off to play until it could possibly help to power out the creature on the following turn. If I'm going to play it, and I won't, no matter what I draw or play, be able to play that creature the very following turn, I might as well not take that chance. That's what I'm getting at. Ooh, what do we got? Spirits. Something like that. Hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce. I could see that happening. Oh boy. Oh, well, I'll take it. Lovely stuff. Now, if we draw off a 4th land, I'll go with Castle Garenbrig next turn, plus Huntmaster, which could mean we would power out Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha. This is Azorius Spirits, though, so it's going to be quite problematic, especially the turn 2 Supreme Phantom giving all spirits +1/+1 is not fun. However, there we go. That's feeling all right. Hopefully they hold 3 mana up for the Spell Queller, which can't temporarily exile Regisaur or Palani's Hatcher. Spell Queller can only temporarily exile a non-land permanent, something like that. A non-land spell with a mana value 4 or less. Oh, that's looking good. Now I do expect a counter spell. They'll do it. I'm pretty sure they have it. I'd be surprised if they don't. We would be in a good position if they don't. Geistlight Snare for 2 is my bet. Reduced by 1 because they have a spirit. It could also be reduced by 2 if they have an enchantment. But it's only reduced by 2 right now. 1. Good old Geistlight. Oh! Whoa. They don't have a counterspell. I don't think they do. If they do, maybe they are holding on to it for something bigger and nastier. Or tapping, or bouncing, or witness protection. Turning Regisaur Alpha into a 1/1 legitimate business dinosaur. Huh. Interesting. They must not have a counterspell. Okay, so they just have spirits, no counterspells, or they were weighing their options. They wanted to get the rattle chains out just to get the flash potential, a little bit more of aggression. They think they could race better than me. We're about to see. 7, okay. We're not dead yet. Question becomes, do I want to kill somebody potentially with Archdruid's Charm? No. Everything has flying. I say we see what they do. Wandering Emperor, Settle the Wreckage. Hopefully it's not Settle the Wreckage. We're going to try and take out Rattle Chains. Oh, okay. Flash in somebody. We'll see if we have an opening for Archdruid's Charm. I imagine they'll continue to hold up maybe a little bit of mana, but they did encounter Regisaur Alpha. So that could mean maybe they have some sort of counter spell that can't stop creatures. Negates? Okay. Okay, this might be good as long as they don't have another Supreme Phantom. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. Wandering Emperor does the trick. Flatball. Playing it, putting a counter exactly lethal. Oh, that was close. Interesting, I must admit, to see the Wandering Emperor in Azorius Spirit's not the most common planeswalker, but edge of your seat. Certainly prioritizing Cavernous Souls. Could we go Damping Sphere? Not so. Railway Brawler. It does have reach. Perhaps. I certainly like Carnage Tyrant and Tyrranax Rex. Getting around those counter spells is gonna be good. Nah. If Railway Brawler comes down, it may be too little too late. They have some fantastic aggression. Railway Brawler at the earliest would enter on turn 4, but I would kind of want to plot it to play it for 0 at a later turn, and playing Railway Brawler on turn 5 might just be too late. Cut, how's it going to you? Back to the basics cut, yes, a little bit, and it certainly feels good. I don't know why I didn't try it sooner. It feels right. I scared myself away a little bit of using those early creatures, but yeah, now it's just supercharged, all supercharged. Marauding and Otepec packing a punch. However, it's a little bit awkward. Sunken Castle, yeah, we're choosing green. Not having a source of red for Marauding on turn 2 could take a little bit of getting used to. I'm certainly not cutting any Sunken or Castle. And because I see the Archdruid's charm, I want to preserve the 3 sources of green, if at all possible, like this. Ooh, alright. The land that Archdruid's charm is going to grab is either going to be a Cavernous Souls, likely, if we have an opening, if we're not dead, but Mausoleum Wanderer would almost certainly just sacrifice itself, and we wouldn't be able to pay the extra cost, especially if they get Supreme Phantom in. Mausoleum Wanderer is, or would permanently be 2 power. We would have to pay an extra 2 above the 3 green from Archdruids. A total of 5 is a pretty big hoop to jump through. However, I'm going to see if we can draw it out. See if they go Rattle Chains. Let's wait just a second. Oh, we got the Spectral Sailor. Good. I want Mausoleum Wanderer gone. They might not sacrifice it, which would mean the opponent is dead next turn. I'm pretty sure they will. They don't see the Castle Garenbrig. They don't know I'm about to make 7. That's okay. Had to happen at some point. I wasn't able to play Marauding. I didn't have a source of red. There was no choice other than the Archdruids. But again, feeling very confident with, well, it's going to be pretty darn deadly. Vaultborn should probably lock things up. The opponent is not clawing their way back. They haven't been as aggressive as they could. And a surprise. You were tapped out and you couldn't counter it. Ooh, love it. And then whenever Marauding enters, it's just absolutely massive, and it still gets to attack. Now the question becomes, do I feel bad losing out on the potential of 2 3/3 Dinosaurs? One the first turn. Palani's will trigger and crack one of the 2 eggs. It has to cycle back around and she could crack the other one. I guess it seems a little bit slow. Marauding Raptor being supercharged for 1 turn, attacking with 6 extra power from 1 Palani's Hatcher. I must say I kind of like that as well. Playing Palani's Hatcher just a little bit earlier, that would be nice. But we'll see what they do. Hopefully they tap out, use some removal on Marauding Raptor. I think they're going to short circuit Keith. You may have witnessed this, I imagine, multiple times. Opponents' brains frying, mousing over all the lands. It's not a very common thing, but you see this big creature enter, but only 4 lands were tapped, and it's hard to comprehend. Stunned, I guess, would probably be the best word. I love it. Mausoleum Wanderer, not too bad. Not much of a problem when there's nothing to counter. But if they do have a counter, what should we draw it out on? I say the Vaultborn Tyrant. Preserve Ghalta, test the waters, see what happens. Maybe draw into that Cavern of Souls. But we're in a good position. We got Vaultborn 1 already. If they have a counter spell, this is going to... Oh! Okay, you killed one to draw a card, to draw 2 when the one entered. I'll take it. I'll take it. If they didn't short circuit before, they're going to short circuit now. It's not so great. Feels pretty bad. I've been on the receiving end of some Vaultborn Tyrant decks, I must admit. Transmogrify or Indomitable Creativity with the big creature, the only creature in the deck, as Vaultborn Tyrant. Sometimes they get multiples out and they're gaining life and drawing cards. It is very, very backbreaking. But you know what breaks people even worse and more is this right now. We don't want to put 2 Maraudings out. It would kill everybody. We hold one back. Otepec would die to the Maraudings, and
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Look how big it's going to get. Oh, I didn't even do the math. How big do you guys think this is going to get? Like a 20, a 23. I don't know. It is a very small sample size, but I'll take it. Of course, I always try to advocate for as large a sample size as possible. You're testing out, moving around things, trying it. You could have a bad batch of games, just how it goes, or a good batch of games, and you think everything is fine. This is the best. Before you make too many knee-jerk reactions, I guess. Hey, if they're over the top, it means I'm going to always win in all kinds of situations. I don't care. I'm going to kill them. You saw all the creatures they had, and it didn't matter. Have 8 more tokens. I don't care. I'm going to blast right through that. Oh, love it. We still have to win, though. I was actually I lost track of the count, and I thought that was game 3. So, well, try and do it again. But they got counter spells, flying creatures, and I don't have anybody with reach. I'm not super worried about flying, other than the slick shot show off, which would bring in Damping Sphere 4. Oh, hey, let's do it. Pretty fantastic stuff. I wouldn't be super enthusiastic to keep a hand that had a Railway Brawler. Marauding would have been Railway Brawler, and a Nurturing Bristleback or Smuggler Surprise. That's what Huntmaster would have been. So you can picture that. Change those 2 cards up. Blah, blah, blah. Don't know why that's a tongue twister. And you can be like, yeah, this definitely feels better than what these cards would have been. Oh my goodness. Castle Garenbrig. Ooh, it's looking good. I like it. Invasion of Gobekon, at the very least. I'm going to be playing one of the 2 drops. I imagine Marauding Raptor is gone, probably. It's the scarier of that or Otepec Huntmaster, for sure. That's okay. Oh, I do like seeing another Marauding. Of course, it is better for Huntmaster. I can never now play it without it dying, but hey, we got a good creature down. It's going to be nice and aggressive. Keep dropping the lovely bodies. A little bit painful with Palani's Hatcher. If I got 2 Maraudings down, hey, the opponent isn't playing any creatures. I'm okay with that. Oh, and Cavern of Souls. Yeah, we're playing Marauding. I was thinking of waiting for Huntmaster. It didn't make sense now. Just get Marauding down. We're going to potentially be able to play Palani's Oath and the Sunken to boot. It's looking good. It's looking very good. Yeah. Well, they're very scared. They saw how big Marauding Raptor got and they want to keep it gone. However, I will take this opportunity to... Nah, we're going sunken. I was kind of thinking of getting Huntmaster down because it is taxed at 4. Just skip over that. I want to be playing Tyrranax Rex next turn. There is the potential. They would have just killed Otepec Huntmaster. Sunken wouldn't have been down. Cavern of Souls would have had to be my 4th land. And okay. Well, at least I'm playing somebody. Tyrranax Rex is gone. If the opponent has done the math, I'm able to play that, and I will if it's still in my hand, not temporarily exiled. Ooh. Okay, well, I guess I'll just play Vaultborn Tyrant. I was so certain it would be Tyrranax Rex. Huh. I just like Vaultborn, get more life, draw more cards, play more stuff. Set up. It elevates every single creature I'm going to play from now on. Palani's, Tyrranax Rex, Carnage Tyrant. Yeah. Oh. Pokemon. Any Pokemon game leaving you on the verge of raging, I guess that is, a possibility. I've almost gotten super mad at this game when I've played it in the past, and well, I feel I have, but it doesn't really translate to you guys, so I can kind of understand that. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm pretty resilient to the potential of trolling in general. I don't like, it doesn't bother me. I just want to persevere and beat the challenge. I want to beat the troll. Yeah. That's basically it. If the troll doesn't bother you, you've already won against it, and then you also get to beat the thing that it did to cause you a headache and stuff like that. I think it's pretty good. I think it would probably be better just to focus on the spirits game plan. Going all in with that with lovely counter spells. But the Wandering Emperor does put in work. It's definitely nice to exile the Vaultborn. They don't get the death trigger where it makes a copy of itself, and that is always unfortunate. Okay. I guess it's always fun. I've never really dabbled into the ROM hacks and all of that stuff. I always tried to be vanilla, as they say, vanilla Minecraft. I don't play any mods in Minecraft, which kind of seems like blasphemy to a lot of people. Have a good time. As long as you're having a good time, that's what it's all about. 40 minutes for a puzzle. Ooh. Yeah, I guess I would be a little mad. Oh, okay. We did it.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it would get kind of old. Huh. Well, but you know what doesn't get old? What is always fun, maybe not exactly hilarious, dinosaurs. Bashing them, smashing them, crashing right through, and I don't know. I've played them a lot, probably more than anybody has ever played a deck, perhaps, other than maybe Nikachu on the Merfolk, but I got a lot of perspective, that's what I'm getting at, and it's feeling like it makes sense. Yeah. I don't even like survival guides. I don't like looking at the recipes and anything. I really love exploring with the mines, going deep, looking for the gems and stuff. I've never really been to the Nether a whole lot, and I've never gotten to the end For anybody that knows Minecraft, this might be foreign to you, but I think most people at least know of it. I don't know. Oh, it is super entertaining. I throw on some relaxing music. It was the best of times. Huh. I think we have a counter spell. I'm gonna hope it's not you know what spell. Oh, no spell pierce. Good stuff. I like the looks of this. I like it a lot. Yeah. Well, but we'll try for Huntmaster. I think this is going to get countered by no more lies. Do it. Hey, that's alright. However, I tried for Huntmaster. If it had survived and went back to my turn, it could have meant that I was playing Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha next turn. So, worth a shot. Eventually we will get to that. On turn 5, the opponent will still have a bunch of counter spells. Does look like it is regular Azorius Control. Least favorite enemy is Enderman. Huh. I don't know. I kind of like the skeletons. Those were always fun. Everybody likes the creepers. The village. Oh, Cavern of Souls. Done. See you later. Boom. I think they're dead. We could potentially have made 6 green with the lands. With the forest, we will be able to make 7. One of those is going to be Cavern, which will make Vaultborn Tyrant next turn not be able to be countered. So we're in a lovely, lovely position. Yeah, that's how it is. The opponent got caught out by the prompt from Arena. The border, the extended art on Palani's Hatcher means... Oh, okay, well... it missed the window. Could have taken it out before combat. I would have had one less 3-3. But it doesn't matter at this point. Oh, my goodness. I do the minor things. I would be certainly open to that. Absolutely. Just tweaking the look, shaders especially. There's some pretty crazy mods out there. It's pretty cool what people come up with just to make it look better. I don't know about the redstone. I never really got into that too much. Now the question becomes, do I want to play Vaultborn? Do I want to play Regisaur Alpha? You know what? Let's go with good old Vaultborn. Get some card draw. Hopefully continue to beat them up. Bash them. Hopefully they just have a sweeper. Ooh, Field of Ruin is painful stuff. Oh, Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant. Would they have settled the wreckage? Well, we're about to find out. Oh boy, I'm excited. They're deducing that they are done. Peace. I think that's the case. But they could have a settle. I don't think they have a settle. Maybe I'll have to play Minecraft without mods myself on the channel one time. Sometime. Nice, relaxing. Even though I seem kind of relaxed here, it would be even more relaxed. I would probably be putting myself to sleep. My goodness. Oh! What do I press? What?
I am inevitable.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know. You're seeing why regular Azorius Control, not Lotus Field, no funny business with 9 lives, Solemnity, and the Falcon thing that gave me 9 lives. For some of you that watched that match, that was one of the times I almost raged. Yeah. Well, I never really got into the community, JDX. I mean, this is probably the farthest I get into a community. Minecraft specifically, never really talked with people. I just loaded it up, vanilla, played sort of with my own seeds, and I made the crazy ones with the tall mountains as big as possible, just because it was cool to see, you know, waterfalls coming out and just a little bit more interesting. And yeah, practice making the wooden pick as fast as possible and getting to the stone and the diamond. Really just hunting for the diamond is the most fun thing. However, I did find a bit of a sort of glitch. Maybe it's a well-known thing. If you get the fire potion resistance, whatever, so you can swim in the lava, that's kind of where diamonds are. So you bob up and down, and just for a brief second when you're bobbing at the top of the lava and below it, you'll be able to see right through it. If you sink down, it gets kind of cloudy, but just for a split second you'll be able to see through, and you can see the diamond that is at the bottom that you wouldn't normally be able to. And yeah, you just dive down, you stack a bunch of stone or whatever around the diamond, and then you burrow underneath to get it. Then you come back up. If you get the diamond while it's in lava, it melts, and some of that is foreign to most of you, but you get the idea. For anybody that has played Minecraft, you fell in the lava and you've wished you've had the fire resistance potion, whatever it's called. It's been a while. Yeah, it's also been a while that I've faced regular Azorius Control. I must say it's not super common. Huh. They must be mad. Maybe. They're cursing their luck. They have never faced, I would assume they've never faced a dinosaur deck like that, and I don't know. And that's also a good part, JDX. I never wanted to memorize with the speedrunning thing. Just you load up a seed, a world, whatever it gives you, random, and you just go and you search for stuff, keeping it as simple, well, not necessarily honest, but fresh, new. Everybody wants to recreate kind of the first time they've played a game, or the first few times, the feeling you get of being in an unknown world. It's fun. I think I do remember. Oh no, we bashed them. They faced the one true dinosaur deck that can hose Azorius Control, and we made them quit.
This is a load of barnacles.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Oh. I'm just happy I have a handful of decks that I feel so absolutely good against. Super strong. Take my deck facing anybody, but if I run up against them, the people that aren't familiar with what this can do, they would laugh at me. They'd be, oh, dinosaurs, they died to a sweeper. How do you recover? Oh, what about I counter all your creatures? What are you gonna do? That is what I'm gonna do. Death. Cavern of Souls, absolutely. It's pretty nice, Keith. I almost feel bad when I hold off on Cavern of Souls until the last moment. The opponent is holding up mana for counter spells. Oh yeah, I'm gonna counter this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. I draw out a counter spell on a marauding, and they're like, yeah, I got that spell. I'm gonna counter the next one. Ooh. Oh, they didn't play anything. Oh yeah. And then all of a sudden, the cavern lands at the right moment, and then they're like, oh shoot. And I use Cavern of Souls before Field of Ruin could potentially take it out. They don't have a chance to respond between the time Cavern lands and I play my creature. That's just not how it works. So at the very least, I get one use out of Cavern of Souls, protecting my dinosaur, making it not be countered. Ah. Oh. Sometimes I use voices. I still am considering being a voice actor, or do you mean the clip? The Rambo one. I certainly will try to give any opponent a war they wouldn't believe. Gonna get them. Actually, you know what? We should celebrate a little bit. Open up a pack. Oh, me. Ooh. I shiver, feeling sympathy and pain for the opponent. Yikes. I almost feel sorry. Malcolm the eyes. I don't even remember. You're going to have to clip it up. I was having so much fun talking about Minecraft. That was a couple minutes ago. I don't remember. I mean, I'll recreate it if I can. I'll certainly watch it back, and then I'll realize what you're talking about. I can do some voices. I'd want to practice them, though. I would want to get absolutely good with whatever voice I perfect, and it's got to be good when I do something for other people. At the very least, I have to know it's polished, amazing. Of course, this live streaming, it's not like you can really polish it without doing it. You just have to go through the paces. It was not great, my first live stream, but after 550 live streams, I certainly think it's gotten quite a bit polished, big time. Eventually. Hard to say what the opponent is on with the Samwise and Frodo avatar. It would be wise if the opponent got to their keyboard and chose who would go first. Looks like a good hand. Again, that would have been maybe two nurturing bristleback, and possibly a smuggler surprise. Boofa these slongs. Sounds like a funny name. Maybe that's a bad word in some other language, so perhaps I won't say that. I was wondering, I think that's the case. Oh, this name sounds funny. Sounds a little bit, perhaps not great. Not family friendly. Thoughtseize? Huh. The opponent is on black and green Golgari colors. It could be regular Golgari mid-range. You'd think I've never played the game before. Oh, we got Amalia, Explore combo, Seeing the Prosperous Innkeeper. That's almost certainly what it is. However, on turn 4, we should be able to get Regisaur or Palani's Hatcher. Playing another Huntmaster at the very least. It's not nothing, but it is going to hurt. Amalia, the darn Amalia from Boofadis Slongs. Huh. Hopefully they don't get part of the package. Oh, they got it. They got her. Are they going to play the Wild Growth Walker? Oh, they're doing it. Okay. I mean, I kind of think it's nicer to wait until the turn you can attack with Amalia. We lose Huntmaster. Alright. I should pretty much have a chump blocker every single turn. Amalia is not getting through as long as Amalia doesn't ever get trample. We're going to be hoping for that, and we're going to be hoping that they don't get the Aetherflux Reservoir on the top. Pay 50 life, deal 50 damage to any target. It kills us in one hit. They're going to try for that. That's what they're digging for, really. I'll show you guys if it's on top. For anybody that is not familiar with this deck, no Etherflux. I have to imagine there's not too many copies. It's just kind of a additional way that they win. And they certainly can dig for it. And there's a very good chance to see it because, well, Amalia gets to explore and put a lot of stuff into the graveyard or into their hand. Oh. Well, I found one thing. I would need to play 2 things next turn to win. I'm not doing that. Ouch. Amalia did the Amalia thing. However, there is the option, the potential of just bringing in 4 Giant Cinema and Rampaging Frostodon, going all in on the life gain hate. That would mean losing Railway Brawler, possibly Damping Sphere. Do I want to do that? Amalia is good. Always usually feels painful unless I have a single target removal, which Tranquil Frillback could become, plus maybe 1 copy of Railway Brawler. Leyline of Sanctity, never cutting, not happening. It's staying. Damping Sphere probably should stay, I would imagine. With the cost reduction of Marauding and Huntmaster, you have to figure that would help me cast some of the bigger creatures that otherwise I wouldn't have been able to, relying strictly on Castle Garenbrig's ability to supercharge and power out stuff. If I have 5 lands and Marauding, I could play Carnage Tyrant because it is reduced to 5. Lots to think about. But do I need the Railway Brawler? I know I was so hot for the Railway Brawler and Eldritch Evolution. Sometimes things last, sometimes things don't. Excuse me. I know those things are good. I know they can achieve good things. But are they necessary? I haven't always had big single target removal. I've never really cared about too many creatures on the opponent's side, other than specifically Amalia. Anything else I don't care what they have, because it usually means I blast right through them. Now, should I have sent both Maraudings to the bottom? Maybe. The opponent certainly could have Fatal Push, so having 2 Maraudings might mean that some are left over. Some are not left over. Pretty sure Sylvan Scrying is gone. If it's gone, I would imagine that means the opponent has a Fatal Push in their hand, which would get rid of Marauding when I play it next turn. Oh boy. Maybe I should have brought in Leyline of Sanctity, or just completely trimmed Marauding. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not so bad. At least we got Stomping Ground. We will continue to hit the land drops. We won't be able to play Archdruid's Charm, so hoping to draw a Sunken or a Castle Garenbrig or another Sylvan Scrying next turn. That would be ideal. But I think Marauding's going down. Either Marauding goes down or the opponent starts to assemble the combo. Well, that's a little bit rough. We'll get in some damage and possibly die. Prosperous Innkeeper, making a treasure into Wild Growth Walker. Huh. Okay. I like the looks of this. Quite a bit. If the opponent kills Marauding, that's fine. We would be able to safely go with Huntmaster. That was not the case, though, so there it is. Oh boy. One of these days they're gonna Court of Calling and gain some life, collected company. Interesting. They have quite a few creatures that gain life when another creature enters the battlefield, so you have to assume it's just bad luck on their part. They haven't seen one of those yet. Okay, the Etherflux Reservoir, like I was mentioning, it's kind of nice to take a look at it, at the very least. Now we're pretty much dead, but marauding is going to be big. 8 power, that's not nothing. But yeah, when they get to enough life, they can pay 50 and hit us big time. Ouch. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe this turn is when it's going to happen. Oh yes, they Etherflux Reservoir, when they cast a spell, they gain life, which is how they started the combo there, and then we're done. Yeah. That's how she goes. Either single target removal to take out Amalia, something a little bit more versatile, whether it's creature based or an artifact to shut down triggers or something like that, making a specific creature lose all of its abilities. The possibilities are endless, but this is possibly the best the deck's been. Well, the sideboard maybe switching around a little. I think Huntmaster and Marauding were just lovely. If they live, it's really good. If they don't live, maybe it drew out some removal that could have taken out a big creature. Keep in mind, Fatal Push is basically dead because all the creatures other than at the moment Huntmaster and Marauding, it can't hit. But Shieldred's Edict, maybe Marauding draws out a Shieldred's Edict, which would have taken out a Carnage Tyrant coming up. So now Carnage Tyrant is safe, at least for a turn. Who knows? Who knows? But we'll leave it there for tonight. Positive, absolutely. We'll see. We'll see. Because it is more aggressive, I may not need Damping Sphere. With Marauding and Huntmaster against Mono Green Devotion, I might just be fast enough as a main game plan. Switch it up a bit to go even faster, and well, we'll see if we get the job done. Yes, cut. It was a good night. Everybody else? Victor, Keith, JDX. Anybody else? Thunderwolf. Yes, Thunderwolf. Paulo as well. Yeah. Good games. Amigos. Catch you later. Have a good rest of your night, evening, morning, afternoon, whenever it is, and peace. I'm going to end it on 1. I didn't even check last night if I ended it on 1, but I'm going to try.